In-depth coverage of the top stories and breaking news when it happens. News Radio 1080 KRLD.
New survey by Fortune magazine, it finds 77% of employees, they say that AI is only added to their workload. So why is that? And is it just temporary? They're going to bring in an AI expert right now, Matt Rosen. He's the CEO of the Dallas-based consulting firm Aleta is with us right now. Matt, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Thank you for having me on the show.
So why are workers struggling with AI? Is this just a learning curve situation here?
That's what, my hypothesis is. I mean, I read through the study, and I think a lot of it comes down to this is a brand new technology. There's a lot of facets to it. It does take some time to wrap your mind around. With every new technology, there usually is a productivity dip before it increases. And we've experienced it ourselves. We've asked all of our developers to start using AI productivity tools. And it took them a little while, but once they really grasp the power of it, we're seeing increases of productivity upwards of 50%, even 70% for some things. But workers have to be provided the right training and benchmarks and expectations to be successful with this new technology.
With AI, it seems like the expectations are so high with using this stuff. Are the expectations too high?
I just don't know that people even have expectations. For us, we value things like speed, quality, and developer happiness. It's kind of how I break it down. Developers that are happy will be productive. But I don't think a lot of organizations have really sat down and figured out, what are we actually measuring? We've got this great new technology, but what people aren't doing is an effective job of understanding what are the business cases in our organization where this can be applied. And so that's really where my organization helps, is helping them do a scan of the organization as well as helping them create proof of concepts just to really trial out where it can be used. And one of the things we're thinking about doing is really helping organizations develop a training plan. It's something we've done from ourselves, but we got an early start on this. We dedicated a large group to this back in March of last year, 2023, to be ready for what's happening. And I just don't think a lot of organizations have really put the time or thought into what this actually means for their organization.
Once they do, then it sounds like you're saying this is a temporary problem.
I believe so. I mean, with every new technology revolution, it just takes time to adapt. I mean, electricity, it was like 2 generations. The internet, one could argue, was 20 to 25 years. Now, ChatGPT got to 100 million users faster than anything ever before. But I still think it's going to take a good 5 to 10 years for AI really, for us really to see the advantage of what it can bring across a lot of organizations. And there's some that are embracing it today. There's a lot of workers just using it on their own. But I've not yet seen a lot of, at least our client base across the cities we span, which are Dallas, Houston, Phoenix, Atlanta, really, take hold of the technology and weave it in. They're all just kind of putting their toe in the water, testing it out, but haven't really gone full bore into it because I think they're, trying to figure out what it actually means.
In the meantime, though, you got a lot of people saying they're burnt out. Could this, in the short term, lead to people leaving their current jobs for ones that rely less on AI?
It definitely is possible. I think a lot of people are using AI today. I've got this saying, AI is not coming for your job, but someone using AI is. And so I think what organizations need to do for those leaders that are listening is survey your people, figure out what they are using. Because I guarantee you, people are paying for their own version of ChatGPT or Anthropic's Claude, and they're probably using some of these tools today. They're just probably not sure what can they use it for, what is okay. And again, it comes down to setting expectations of if you're expecting 50% more productivity, what does it actually mean versus just throwing numbers out there. But yeah, I do get the sense there are a lot of folks that are burnt out between the pandemic and then back to work, not back to work, hybrid, and people are expected to do more with less. I think there needs to be very straightforward goals and expectations set so that people know what they're being measured by. And I just don't think that's the case. I think people think AI is just going to, do everything for them, but are not putting in the critical thought to figure out how that's actually going to happen.
And Matt, great insight. We really appreciate the time. Thanks so much. That is Matt Rosen, AI expert. He's the CEO of the Dallas-based business consulting firm Aleta.